I did my best, but still finding this sissy grass everywhere in here. CW's still asleep, so I figured I'd get out here and prepare the fleet, and of course, wearing my appropriate shirt today for him. This lawn really did well after that fertilizer and iron application this week. I noticed in the last couple days. It's really gotten a nice full look to it, and the color has gotten a little darker as well. It's also got the edges all nice and clean. And I'm still sounding stuffy again because the smoke is back and I don't handle that very well. But let's look at how this tree turned out here in the front yard. So I made a video about this last year, but I just put in some plastic edging here. I wanted to see how that would hold up. It's done really well. I cut all this edge with the grass shears the other day, so I did it all by hand. Got to put in the time when you want it to look a certain way. Also, the spots over here in the mazama that I damaged are starting to really creep out and look like they're filling in quite a bit better. I needed that actual cooler weather to get here this fall for it to start to do what it needed to do to repair those areas. It's not perfect yet, but it's a lot better than it was. If he screws up these stripes that I have going here, which are looking really good, I'm not going to let him live that down, because I'm pretty sure he made a video this year that was titled Ryan Norris Screwed Up My Lawn. Well, we're about to find out here how he can do on this sissy grass, which I'm going to say is not nearly going to be as good as I can mow it. Morning. So Connor's got his first look here at the sissy grass, and I think he's liking it. It's
freaking awesome!
I was just telling him that the one thing that's interesting about my property is that I have so many different things going on as far as bluegrass mixes, and then straight bluegrass and mono stands, and then ryegrass here. And what's nice for me is I get to look at those things throughout the year, different times of year. That's kind of interesting for me, but right now we're getting into prime season right here with the ryegrass.
It looks really good in person, guys. This is the first time I've seen it in the summertime. I came here in the wintertime, but it looks really good. It's a little bit smaller than it kind of looks on camera, but it's freaking awesome. It looks fantastic. It's very even. It looks great. It looks like I see a bunch of my footprints in there,
yep,
which is crazy because those show up with the ryegrass. You just lay it over and it kind of shows up.
Yeah.
It really does look fantastic.
Well, I think we should probably do a little mowing.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think so.
Mow job.
So I believe when I was at Connor's house, he said that if I broke his equipment, it would be okay, but I'm not saying that to him.
Yeah, right.
If he breaks this thing, I'm screwed, so he can't do that.
Yeah, right. He's got a line on he's got a line on whatever the heck he wants to get from the guy or whoever. I don't know, but I don't care if it breaks. He can deal with it.
You want to go around and do the edges first, probably. What I usually do without the basket thing on there, and then put that on. And then I'm assuming you'd like to catch the clippings.
Yeah, I want to catch the clippings.
Yeah.
So what do we got here?
You just got your drive. This is your reel. So you're actually separate on those compared to yours being the exact same.
Okay.
So what I usually do is just hold down the reel, and I never stop. The only thing you don't want to do is come to the end of a pass and then stop with the reel still running, because then it'll just make a spot in the yard right there.
So this does the reel and this does the drive.
Yep.
Oh, that's a little bit.
Yep.
Throttle here. Lock of some sort. Not sure what that is. Oh, so you can't bring it up.
It's just a safety.
Okay, safety. That would be gone at my house.
I know you love safety.
I would take that off personally, but I like this mower.
It's really neat.
Really, I like it. It's quiet. It's freaking awesome. I really like this Alright, so first thoughts. I just made one trim pass all the way around, and it's pretty amazing, the stripe. One, that's the ryegrass. Two, I like this mower. I've mowed with one of these before on dormant Bermuda. This is the first time using a Swordman on like a legit growing grass lawn. And I tell you, it's great. It's not as loud. It just feels smooth. It feels easy to use. I'm surprised. I'm surprised how much I like it, actually. I didn't know what to expect, but I like it. It feels easy to use. And I went in some deep, heavy grass over there, probably what, 2 inches or 3 inches. And it just powered right through it pretty easily. I wanted to see how it would handle that. I think what I'm gonna do is I just went around that way. I'm gonna go around this way again. And I want to make a couple of trim passes, go around this way, that way, see if we can get it cut down perfect. That's what I'm going to do. I'm doing this my way, folks. I hit the dirt right there, folks.
I'm like the dark in the clouds on a rainy day.
All right, so I'm going to put this thing on here. See if I can figure out how to put this thing on there. Assuming we just put that on there like that, and we go.
That's it. Just don't mess up those stripes.
Oh yeah, right. You don't mess up my stripe, pal.
And I know everything I touch burns right down to dust, 'cause I'm reckless. Yeah, I'm reckless. And I always seem to fall on the wrong side of the law, 'cause I'm reckless. Yeah, I'm reckless. I keep my hand right on the flame, and I try, but I can't change my reckless ways.
So I will say that Connor's doing a pretty good job. He's doing a decent job. You know, he's not being as careful as I would be, of course. You know, he's throwing that mower around, coming off the corners, just getting all willy-nilly with that, but, you know, that's how he is. Still, the only problem is he's been walking back through his area that he's been striping here, and ryegrass has such a great stripe to it that once you put footprints back in there, oh, not good.
Burns right down to dust, 'cause I'm reckless. Yeah, I'm reckless. And I always seem to fall on the wrong side of the law, 'cause I'm reckless. Yeah, I'm reckless.
What in the crap is this? He thinks that he can just drive all over the place like he's got bikes on his yard and cows. Well, I don't have any of that. Look at that. Ridiculous.
I know everything I touch burns right down to dust, 'cause I'm reckless. Yeah, I'm reckless. And I
Look at the scalp spot right here. Terrible. Terrible.
I scalped her, folks, right there.
I'm reckless. I keep my hand right on the flame, and I try, but I can't change my reckless ways.
That's so satisfying, dude. This is what makes lawn mowing fun, when it's like this. That's the thing, is people just don't have this, so they don't think it's fun. That's why, because look at how freaking sweet that is. And it's amazing, like the look, amazing. Amazing.
So what did you think of the Electra?
It's awesome. It's quiet. It cuts beautifully. I would recommend something like this. Like, for real, that's a good mower. It's perfect for a home lawn like this.
Yeah, and I think that's what I talk about a lot, is it would just be a lot more difficult for me, and now that you have mowed my yard too, to see that there's not a lot of area, like there's a lot of little stuff to go around, and it kind of would become a pain with the greens mower too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the greens mower is very heavy and big and bulky, and this is just easy. Wow! Look at that. He's got his old hee-ho little studio in here. So I'm going to try my luck with the personal pace.
So Connor he wanted to get after mowing this fescue, so that's what he's doing right now. You know, we're cutting it lower at 2 1/4. Everybody's saying, you know, you can't cut that fescue low, whatever, but it's okay. It's all right. doing now, folks. He set the mower lower so it's clumping all over the place. You just can't trust the guy. Trying to have him mow my yard and make it look nice, and he's setting it lower than he should. So Connor just got done mowing the fescue, and he didn't mind it. He didn't mind it too much, of course. He's a low-cut guy, but look at that color right now. Really starting to look good. After I did that 10-10-10 fertilizer the other day, I can definitely tell that gave it some growth, it gave it some better color. All right, so I want to thank Connor for coming out here to visit me. The last time he was here, it was winter time, so that wasn't exactly a great time to actually see the yard in person. And I think lawn guys like us, it's really cool to be able to go see other yards and see them in person, mow, do all that fun stuff. So thank you for coming.
Yeah, you are welcome. This yard is fantastic, folks. Seeing it in person is a much different experience than seeing it on the YouTubes. While it is awesome online, it is beautiful in sight, and he has done a lot of work to make it freaking sweet.
Thank you. See you later, folks.
Bye.
Many people believe Iowa is nothing more than cornfields. And while it's absolutely true that the state is a sea of corn and beans, there's more to it than first meets the eye. So where should I take a mountain man from Utah? How about Ledges State Park to take in the fall colors?
Like, can't ask for much better than this, really. So these are oak trees, those big ones?
Yes.
Cool.
It's huge.
That one?
Yeah. I could tell the Rebel felt much more at home here, but even so, the Rebel is always doing Rebel things. It's just his nature. The fall colors are only here for a short time, just like this visit from a good friend. But I'm sure there's more adventures to come. See, I'm going to say this time that Connor cheated because he's fixing all of his stripes by doing this single-double pattern, whereas if he were just doing the singles, we would see how much that the lines weren't straight. But now he can go back over them a second time and fix everything. So, gosh, he's a cheater. He's a cheater.
That's why we love to mow, because it looks like that. Like, for sure. That is kick-A.